Ba, 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 ba. Synth, I can hear some crackling. But last time, you went on your mission to try and kill the Emperor and failed. And so you 6 were the only few, as far as you can tell, that were left alive as you were fleeing from the city of Rivenwall to the woods where you met with Reynold, your fellow contact and the one who recruited you to the Smoking Ravens. There you ran into some patrolling guards, most of whom who you dispatched, some of whom escaped. And you all successfully made it through the teleportation circle back to here, the coop. This is a place that you are all relatively familiar with. You've been here several times as part of your recruitment and part of becoming a member of the Smoking Ravens. This is a place that is in the hidden city of Embassy, which is mostly known, at least to those who know it, for being a city primarily occupied by birdfolk. Even though there's normally people here, when you guys came through the teleportation circle, there was only the 7 of you and BB-8. But a couple of things happened when you came through the teleportation circle. First was that Coley came down with hippogriff hives, and through Kilheron, Vera, and Adani's aid, figured out that it was hippogriff hives, and now the 4 of you are drenching yourselves and your equipment in oil to stop its effects and spread. As for Ianfer, you found that you couldn't see your friends' faces. You could only see strange floating numbers in their place. And I don't remember who it was, at somebody's suggestion, you went looking for a mirror to see if you could tell whether this effect was also on your own face. Ianfer and Priscilla went from the room with the teleportation circle out into the main room of the coop, where Ianfer found a secret door hidden behind a bookshelf. Even though you've been here a lot, this is not something you've ever thought to look for or ever found before. But when you walked into the little room that was just beyond the bookshelf, there you saw climbing out of the trapdoor a suit of armor. Around that suit of armor was this ghostly figure who, to Ianfer, seems somewhat familiar. But as the figure approached Ianfer, it leaned close, and to every one of you, you heard the words, "I know you." And that's where we left off. So, to Ianfer specifically, what do you do?
Gosh bless it. I kind of just shut up. I kind of just walk back up to the wall behind me, and it's like, how do you know me? I look with them with a little bit of fear in my eyes.
Everybody heard the "I know you"?
Yes, everybody. You all heard it resounding in your minds. Not as like a loud voice, just as though it was normal speaking volume, but echoed. Kind of like, "I know you." But
That's you're really fine.
To you, Ianfer, it doesn't say anything more. It just continues to repeat, "I know you."
Does that repeat for everyone, or is it just him?
It repeats for everyone. Every time it repeats it, you all hear it resounding in your minds.
Can I see numbers on its face? Like, does it have a face for me to see numbers?
So, on the suit of armor, it's just like a helmet. But for the ghostly figure that's hovering around it, you do see his face, and it's very distinctly a man with a scarred, bald head and a neatly cropped beard. He looks much taller than you, much older than you, and very distinctly human.
I kind of just peek out toward, like, turn my head toward the hallway and yell, Priscilla, I didn't find a mirror, but I definitely found something. You might want to, like, come check out, please. As I just turn back and look at the suit of armor.
Hey, do us by the barrels, do we hear that? Him
Yes.
calling for Priscilla?
The shouting?
Yeah.
I'd say you would.
Can
The
I?
rooms are empty.
Okay, Blog, you can go first.
Oh, I just want to say when we hear the "I know you" echoing in our heads, can I just say that I am like full dog mode in alert, like mailman is coming by, just start barking.
Yes.
At the same
You
time,
absolutely can.
Vera, hearing that and hearing Yennefer call Priscilla over, is gonna like do a slow turn towards where they are and be like, Yennefer, what the fuck did you do? And like I'm gonna scream it loud enough that he should be able to hear.
I
In the background is just.
And I repeat again, what the fuck did you do?
found something.
Sorry, that
Can I
doesn't be open.
smell it?
Somebody.
From the distance you're at, no.
Okay.
Side
I
question.
found something or some.
No, you can finish your thing first.
Okay. I found something / somebody. Not alive. I think.
Okay, are we at this point done with the Hippogriff Hive, or are we still kind of...
Yes.
Okay, we're done.
Yes, I will say that you are like drenched in oil, but the effects of the hippogriff hives are no longer persisting.
Okay, I'm gonna
Are we-
start...
Can I run over?
Yeah,
God, fucking you fuckers are in that room. Let me do something. Okay.
slowly moving.
As soon as Priscilla heard the voice in their head, they immediately started moving over towards Yennefer, because that was the last source of noise they heard while they were looking for a mirror. So they're here. I got a glimpse, so continuing to move. And I make it probably about here before anything.
Mm-hmm. But yeah,
And then other people do things.
yeah, everybody is free to move into this space.
I'm slowly walking in.
I want to remind everyone that B asked us to be in our POV for immersion purposes.
I am in my POV.
I just want
Right,
to. It's a
awesome.
reminder. It's a reminder.
Mm-hmm.
I can't
Okay.
un-BOV.
I say,
As you're all approaching, and you can sort of start to see like some people have to duck around the doorway and like peek with your hands on the side or your paws in some cases, or like try and squeeze through and look between legs to see what's beyond, or look over people's shoulders and see. You all get a pretty good look at this guy or this creature, which you're not even really sure is a creature or not. But what you do know is that to some of you, the suit of armor is recognizable, and to some of you, the ghost around it is recognizable. To Kilheron and to Priscilla, the suit of armor is recognizable as one that was fighting not for any of the previous empires that were around, but for the Kilheron Empire, for the Wolfen Guards. This is a suit of armor that was part of the Great War that unified the the lands underneath the Wolfengard banner. So you two recognize that. To Ianfer, you recognize... Actually, let's see. Can you roll me a history check?
Normal. That was self-roll,
Private.
wasn't it? God damn it.
I think you can public it.
I
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
You
It
don't
doesn't-
recognize. You don't recognize shit. You don't recognize shit at all. Adani, Vera, and Coley, can you three also roll me a history check?
History. Oh no!
Yours is also private.
Oh,
If you right click, you
no.
can reveal it.
Oh no!
Normal, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, normal.
God damn, we are all bad
Okay.
at history. Holy shit!
Vera and Coley, you two also don't recognize anything. It just looks like a spooky suit of armor, and Coley, you specifically know that it smells dead. It smells of death, rather. Adani, the ghostly figure, that is vaguely familiar to you in that it sort of looks like somebody that could have interacted with your parents when they were alive, coming to the blacksmith, but you're not really sure. It just kind of looks like any sort of guy adventurer. Like, yeah, the scarred head is a bit unusual, but otherwise, me. But what eventually happens as you guys have congregated around the door is the ghost will again lean close to Ianfer and say, I know you. You must come. And we'll turn around and go down the trapdoor.
Are
Oh,
we
oh, you
You
following?
make unusual friends.
I
I run in front of Yamfer and I start growling at the ghostly being for now. I'm just like, "Arr."
That's a great warrior.
Yeah.
thing.
bless you.
Huh?
Hmm.
What do you mean? Like, is that like a really old like suit of armor, or like?
Yes. Well, no. They were. We were fighting against these people, right, DM?
Yes.
Yeah, they were. We've clashed on the field of battle, on opposite sides.
Oh,
Okay.
Do we want
Okay.
to follow
Yeah.
them? If they were the enemy?
I would like to know what the enemy is doing here, where we're supposedly safe.
It got close enough for me to smell its breath and didn't kill me. If it wanted me dead, it would have probably killed me then, but it didn't. So now my curiosity's piqued.
It's using you as bait for more victims. Either way, I don't want it here.
I'm not against following up the ghost and the. What is that? Where did it go?
It went
It
down
went-
this trapdoor
What?
here.
Yeah, that's in character.
Oh, okay. My bad.
It went down like a kind of point where like collies like sniffing at the trapdoor, like right where that is. Which where the hell this leads, I don't know.
Do we, as our characters, know a lot of the general coup area, but excluding
This
this
is
one
new.
compartment. Like, do
Yes,
we
yes.
are we frequent here enough that this is like, what the hell is this room? Like, how have we
Yes,
never
absolutely.
seen it?
This is a what the hell is this moment
Okay.
because you have been here. Some of you longer. Vera, you've been here the longest out of everyone else except for Reynolds, who has his secret trapdoor room behind the wall that was back here. But every time you've been here, the most that you've ever seen is like there. Even though it doesn't show on the map very well, there is a window right here, and that's the main in and out of this floor in particular. The coop is the tallest building in the embassy, and it's very much like this is sort of like the crow's nest on this tower type of deal. And for you guys, your in and out is this teleportation portal. And most of the time, it's like Reynolds will configure it to where you need to go and how you need to go. But otherwise, there's like a bunch of different bird folk, like Owl Kokra, Asimar, other people that have the ability to fly that will carry you in and out down to the city floor if you ever need to, or use the teleportation portal to get out of the city proper. But by and large, everything else is familiar to you. There's nothing that's like explicitly hidden except for Reynolds' hidden room.
Okay.
Which he has told you all, specifically Vera more frequently than others, but he's told you all that this is where the Carrion, the leader of the Smoking Ravens, usually communicates with him. And so that's why it's kept secret, because Reynolds sort of the only one who knows the Carrion's identity.
So it's basically
but
off
even-
limits.
Yes, it's off limits to most people.
Okay.
There's a couple people you've seen, Reynolds being the one that you recognize the most, but very few people have access to that room. Hence why it's hidden behind a stone wall. But this is weird. This you've never seen. And neither Reynolds nor anybody else has ever mentioned this specific hidden room or this specific trapdoor. And you've never seen that suit of armor before with that ghostly figure attached to it.
Okay. Vera's going to quickly look around for something to write on and scratch a little note telling Reynolds, hey, found hidden room, never seen before. Spooky ghost in armor came out of it. There's a trapdoor. We've probably gone to investigate. Just an FYI.
While that's happening, can I smell, like, detect anything from the trapdoor other than muskiness?
Roll me a perception check.
Also,
You can roll it with advantage because you're trying to smell.
Perception, you said?
Yes.
include a little crummy drawing of the layout of the coop and where this trapdoor thing is, and put a little circle and be like, there's something here that opened the door. And then I set it by, I don't know, as she's doing the sniff thing, I guess I'll go over and walk back, stick it on the table closest to his secret door, and walk back.
Okay.
Is it with advantage?
Yes, with advantage.
Damn.
6.
Ooh.
So the space below smells a little strange. Mostly it smells like dank and stony, and you still smell that like weird death-carrying odor that the suit of armor was holding. But you also smell distantly the smell of like chemicals and some faint smoke. It doesn't smell outwardly threatening, although the dankness does probably offend your nose a bit. But by and large, it doesn't smell terrible. You do, however, smell sweat from down there.
Is the chemical smell something that's like would irritate me?
The chemical smell is quite faint from where you are, so it probably wouldn't offend you, but you just note it as like, this is odd.
Okay. I'll be like, guys, it smells like something's going down there. There's something weird going on in there.
Bad boom, bad like someone hasn't showered in like a month, like
Yeah. Smells like somebody's been exercising and
Smells like BO?
and there's some like chemically smell.
Do we smell this, or is it like faint enough that only Collie was able to smell
It's faint.
'cause
It's
she's
faint
dog?
enough that only Cully can smell it.
Okay, so for us, we
This
can't
is-
smell jack shit.
No.
Okay. So are we gonna listen and go through and follow it, or what's the game plan?
I'm still up for following it. Or at least I'm gonna go down and follow it, I guess is the better statement.
Okay, well, we can't exactly let you go alone, so I guess I will go too. Out of character. Have we gotten a short rest from the 30 minutes we were just kind of like sitting around here?
No.
No? Shit, okay. Okay. Alright. Vera looks at the others and like, what about you guys? Are you guys gonna come with? I realize we just escaped narrow death, potentially, but I don't know that we can afford to just sit around after having seen that thing telling us to follow. And Yanfer is going to just go, so...
Is this trapdoor locked?
No. It's fully open. The armor/ghostly figure opened it when it first emerged and left it open for you guys to follow in. I don't have a...
Oh, it's
a-
open
a
Okay,
currently.
trapdoor.
no problem.
Yeah, it's open. It's
Okay,
open. I just don't have
uh,
an open trapdoor
Since
thing.
Vera has dark vision, I want to go towards the trapdoor and look down and see how far, if I can see the bottom, and if it's like...
You can
how far-
absolutely see the bottom.
Okay.
You do see down there the glowing figure of the suit of armor.
Uh-huh.
And you can see, like, as you look down, the ghostly figure looks up at you and says, "You must come."
Do other
I
people
light
see
a
that too,
torch and
or
I
is
throw
it
it
like...
down there?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You throwing a torch down there?
Yes.
The suit of armor will bat it away into a wall to
Okay.
because it's like going to fall directly on him if you guys don't start following. And it points the large sword that it has slung over its shoulder at you, Kilheron, and it says, "You must follow now."
Guys,
I
I don't
will.
think
I just
we...
needed to see where I was going.
I
I
don't
don't
think we
have
have a
dark
choice in
vision.
this.
I
Karen
will say,
descends.
I will say that I'll let you carry that torch still when you come back down.
Yay.
It was a properly assembled torch. It's got some oil, all rag
Yes.
on it. Didn't go out. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Yanfer, you're the first one that found it, so lead the way. And I gesture
Okay.
down into the trapdoor.
Okay.
I'm assuming stairs, or I'll just start walking my way downtown.
It's a ladder, but you will climb your way down. Do you have a specific order in which you're doing it? Like,
I will
Yanfer's
go
going
after
first, obviously.
Yanfer, and as Vera starts ascending, I promptly say, just as a word of comfort, if he ends up stabbing you as soon as you hit the ground, I'm immediately climbing back up and leaving you to die.
Is that
Yeah.
comfort to me or you?
I will let you decide on that. But I say that entire thing with like a tone of like kind of playfulness, but also semi potentially serious.
Okay,
Oh.
so
Okay,
Yennefer, Vera.
Yeah, I'll go next, saying, "Yeah, don't worry. If it stabs you and Vera starts coming up, I will jump over Vera to get to you. I got you, buddy."
I place my
little
hand on your shoulder and like appreciate you. At least someone has my
Wait,
back.
how deep is this?
It's not very deep. It'll take you like maybe 20 seconds to climb down.
Can I just
but
jump down?
you can absolutely just jump down safely, yes.
Alright, jump down.
Okay. Great. And now you guys move into this as soon as it loads.
I was like,
I know
damn,
it's
I
called
took that much fall
trap.
damage.
Damn. Landed so hard she broke the loading.
I
I don't like that it's called coop trap.
It's just the shortened version of the thing.
It's a lie. It's a trap. We're all gonna die now.
No, it's called trapdoor in my thing. I promise. I don't know why it's taking so long to load either. Actually, I kind of do, but it's okay.
Yeah,
Are you
it's a
downloading
trap. We're
something
gonna die.
outside?
Ginormous, isn't it?
It's not that big.
We're all gonna die.
Is it just like stuck at 90 for everybody?
99.
I mean,
99.
99.
2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8.
It's loaded. It's loaded.
Okay,
Oh,
so
is
it's
it?
loaded,
Okay.
loaded
Not
for
for
synth.
me.
Not for
You
me.
can see when his little
Oh?
dot
Oh,
goes up.
Hey.
There we
There
go.
we go. There we Just waiting for Snide to load in.
There we go.
Great.
And then
Now I can take that off. Great. Okay. So you land in this little stone hallway, which, even though he doesn't sheathe his sword, the figure just slings it over his shoulder and starts moving up the hall.
I guess.
Is
Is there
this
enough
hallway
room
supposed to
that
be
we can
this
be
bright?
side? Oh, but there is enough room
Yes.
that we can be side to side.
Yes.
Oh wait, it's because Tachi has a torch, right? Okay.
Yeah, Tachi has a torch.
Okay, there's enough.
So you
room
want
have
this to be on
you have
us?
light, you can see.
Yay.
Oh, this is a pretty pretty wide walkway then.
Yeah.
Yay, Galarian. So we have to just stay in like line, or
No.
can we
You don't
fit
have
like
to play in
two-
line order. That was just so that I had everybody lined up correctly.
I have
Start
to be-
chasing after this suit of armor as he fucking dashes through, it seems like.
I don't want to be that close.
Oh lord.
The suit of armor stands to the side, and you notice that there's this iron door just beyond it, and the ghostly figure points to the iron door.
I look at him, it's like, do you have a key for that? I've never been here.
What if we
Uh,
just try to open it first?
That's a good idea. I will try to open the door.
You should just be able to click the little icon, and it should open.
It does that? Oh, that's so
Oh. I look down and like, you know what? I should have expected that.
I
Yeah,
step
you're
through.
free
Does
to-
anything happen to me?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Is
Cool.
the-
I
the
peek over the
ghost
corner. Does anything happen to
armor-
me?
It does not follow. It stays where it is.
Oh, okay.
But you do start to hear, like, faint
Oh.
muttering.
Hey, ghost guy,
Ollie,
you
go
come here
forward.
often? Oh,
Is this an open doorway?
Yes, it's an open doorway.
From my angle, can I like peek around the corner and see if anyone's in that room?
Yes.
Do I see anyone?
From where you are right now,
Yes.
no.
Damn. Okay, so if I can't see them, is it safe? I'm gonna assume it's safe to assume that they can't see me, so I'm gonna like kind of tiptoe a little closer
Hmm.
and I peek in.
So Vera, what you see from where you are is exactly what you think it is. There is this pillar that has pierced through this like tentacled body, and the tentacles are just like splayed on the ground. Where you are, the pillar is large enough that it goes from floor to ceiling. So how it managed to pierce this would-be creature, you're not entirely sure. But the figure is just there. Sorry, the body of this creature is just there. It doesn't appear to be decaying, but it does just, even from a distance, like where you're at, you can smell its fishiness. You
Fishiness.
do, yeah, you do also see just barely the top of a bald head from where you're at, and you can definitely hear, oh, this bloody fucking son of a bitch. This is wrong, and this is wrong, and this is wrong. You can hear the mutterings of the bald head from where you are.
Okay. Vera is going to slightly step back around the other corner towards the rest of the group who's still at that bend and do some like weird hand gestures to try to communicate what she just saw without speaking, but she's bad at it. So it's like she does a flat arm and then she does another arm that's like shooting straight up past that one, and then she does like a little arm wiggle thingy. It's not very good.
Galerin walks up to Vera nonchalantly and goes, without like looking into the room, "Is your arm okay?"
Vera smacks her forehead and just turns Galeron around to face the doorway.
Galerin is now in defense mode. It looks at the pillar.
Mm-hmm.
It goes, "Ooh, right. That's not good. Let's kill it."
Fortunately,
Okay.
it's already dead.
Oh.
Does it wriggle at all?
It does.
Twitch
It does
or
not
anything?
wriggle at all. It is emanating this like strange, like purple flecks and light. But you have no idea what it is.
Where's the
Ugh.
bald figure roughly? About where? About there.
Just beyond this desk, you can
Do
just see the
I
top of his
adjust the
head.
top of his head?
Yeah.
Could I think of any potential person that this might be that I know?
No, this is not a person you recognize at all.
Not a person I recognize.
No. Quick pause for the people that are at the bend. Yamfer and Coley, are you guys still by the suit of armor plus ghost?
Yeah, I
Yes.
want to talk to him.
Okay. Okay,
was-
we'll do
Go-
this interaction
you do your
first.
thing first.
Yeah.
We're just standing here.
Mhm. So
Oh,
what
you
do
want me to do my
Yes,
thing?
yes, I want you to do your thing first.
Oh, okay, sorry. I go up to the skeleton and I'm like, hey, so like you come here often? Like, what are you doing here?
Fuck.
Fucking pinched my
Um,
nose.
The ooh, hmm. How do I want to do this? The ghost will look at you, and it will look very sadly at you and say, "I am here."
I do the
Oh.
dog turned head like, huh?
The suit of armor will kneel down and like very like awkwardly try and pat you between your ears. But that's it. They don't communicate anything else.
Oh, is this a familiar touch?
Roll history.
Oh man, my history is so bad though.
Don't worry, you've been rolling great.
Excalibur. Sorry.
Oh,
No, not at all. Not at all. It's very weird. It's a very weird thing. Like it looks almost robotic in the way that the sort of armor sort of like mechanically just like lowers its arm from the shoulder joint to try and pat you. And it just makes the ghost look even more sad.
Oh,
But the ghost will
I
say,
give it a
"Mm,
hug. While Ice does his thing.
Wait, I forget.
Yeah.
Are you a bipedal dog?
I
Yes."
am.
Oh, right. Okay, you're not actually. I keep imagining you as like a walking, like regular ass dog.
Wait, do I have did I put the thing for Coley in Coley or did I not put it in? I did. Okay. This is Coley.
Okay. Did you draw that? Who drew
Very
that?
nice.
Yes, I drew
Yep.
this.
That's very
Yeah.
nice.
Thank you. I did my best.
I like.
She had a
I like the
vision.
staff.
Yeah. Stuff is spooky.
Before Ice does this thing, we can do. I'm gonna ask afterwards, but is the creature that's dead something I could potentially recognize if I'm like do a roll?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool.
It you don't even need to. It
Oh.
looks like an octopus. You can see
Oh, it's straight up just an
sort of-
octopus.
yeah, straight up just an
Oh, okay.
octopus. Over here-ish, you can see the like bulbous remains of what was its cephalopodic head.
Oh. Okay.
But
Ice, you
it's
continue
just
then.
there.
okay. I'm going to grab one of the hands of suits of armor and like try to pull it toward where my comrades went. It's like you drugged me down here and told us we had to come. Rather you at least lead the way. And I start trying to pull it toward the hallway.
Home slice
Hey,
roll strength.
Yanfer.
Home slice
Roll
roll
strength.
strength. This is a strength
Yeah.
contest. Roll strength.
Oh boy.
Oh god. Oh, why is it straight? Okay.
Let's see Yenfer lose the fucking contest.
Wait, it's just a strength button, right? Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
just strength.
No, I'm trying to figure out how we did this last time, and I don't.
Press the STR.
Oh, right. I'm doing the numbers. That's my
Yeah.
issue.
Oh, that
That's-
seems
It's
pretty
pretty
okay.
good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, okay.
Just barely.
I get from its sadness after interacting with Coley, it does budge a little bit, but not enough to get it through the door.
Yanfer, can
Yeah.
we keep him?
I have no intentions of harming him. He didn't punch me in the face when he saw me. Sure. I
Is getting punched in the face a usual occurrence for you, Yenfer?
Yanfer just got that punch.
Let's not
in the
talk about it.
face.
I
pet Yanfer on the shoulder, like, it's okay.
The suit of armor will shake off your hand and sort of like push your shoulder gently through the door, and just say, "You must go."
Okay. I look at a collie. I'm like, all right, we should probably go catch up with everyone else then.
Okay.
They seem entertained. You might want to come.
Do I overhear him
I'm
saying
not-
entertain?
I not carry my body.
You're
Bye,
close
ghost.
enough.
I'm close enough that I heard that.
Yeah, you're close enough.
I turned my head back around without like averting my eyes,
Are you
And be
stuck,
like-
Blah?
No, I'm good.
and I'll
Okay.
I'll just respond back. I wouldn't consider myself entertained.
I round a corner. I'm like, why would you say? Oh, what in the?
As that
It's like,
happening, I turn
no.
to the ghost and be like, okay, you stay here, I'll be back.
It closes the door behind you.
Do we hear it lock, or does she hear it lock?
No.
Oh, okay. Locks us
Mm.
in. So-
But as you all sort of gather around the doorway to see this like body of this giant, relatively giant cephalopod pierced with this pillar, and it's emanating this like strange purple light. From a not too far a distance, you hear, "Oi, mange! Hurry up and bring him here!"
Is he talking to us?
I don't. That was such. I guess.
Kilheron just walking in. Just like, okay, here we go. I guess we walk in? Question mark?
I got Goomba stomped.
Walks in.
Kilheron,
Goes,
have you brought him yet?
hello?
I gotta give him this shit. How are they gonna know anything about anything?
Hello?
Do you need help? Are you okay?
Oh, your brains are so fucking small.
Wow,
what?
rude. Okay. Okay, who the hell are you?
Embiggen then.
So, all right. And this goblin, because very clearly now that you've approached, you can tell that it's a goblin. The goblin will stand up on top of the table, with his little legs spread over the little book that he had open, and on you, Kilheron, it will cast Reduce Enlarge.
Oh god. Am I willing? I am. If it's. Yo, fuck it. Whatever. Send it.
Okay, cool. It will enlarge you to large size.
So 2x2?
Oh, hell yeah.
Wait, is it just him
Stronger
or all
now.
of his equipment too?
Oh.
It's big.
Did everything?
And what's that done for your head? Absolutely fucking nothing.
No, but my brain's bigger now.
Is it?
Vera
Can you
tries very
decode me
hard to
this? And it
stifle a
shows
laugh.
you this page that's just full of numbers and equations. And you can see drawings of like some cogwheels and stuff, and one that distinctly looks like a cage, with even more numbers and arrows pointed towards it. I need you
Can I
to
see if I understand it?
You can, but specifically, Kilheron, I need you to probably roll. It'll just be straight intelligence, buddy.
Okay.
Is that the same for me?
It would be the same for
Oh
you.
shit!
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Oh.
He did get big.
You some of them look like still way beyond your means, but the ones that you do recognize, specifically the one surrounding a cage, you can tell that it's like this arcane equation to try and work out how to entomb a giant construct. You don't know what the construct is. The equations don't say. But Koli, you recognize that this construct is one that is very ancient. Like from the equations that you are looking at on this page, it has to be something that's very ancient, and something that is too powerful to contain. But it's also the equations are also not just trying to immobilize this creature, but also to blind it.
Oh.
Koli, you will also recognize that it's not only trying to, the cage equations are not only just trying to trap it, but trying to turn it. Although the equations are incomplete, so you can't tell what it's trying to turn this mysterious construct into, but it's trying to turn it into something within the cage.
What are you trying to trap?
Yeah, you see, I'm not a genius or anything, but I did learn basic math in the army. And part of your equation's missing. You're built a cage. What are you trapping? It's not part of the equation.
And you'll notice that the goblin sort of looks like rather surprised, puts down the book, rubs his goggles, lifts the goggles up, squints at the two of you, puts the goggles down, rubs them again. It's fucking what? Huh? And he'll remove the enlarge reduce on you, like he'll dispel it, and you return back to your normal size. But he'll put the book down, and like rub a hand under his nose, and he goes, "You're fucking weird, man. How'd you know that? What the fuck? Yeah. Anyway, what are you? Oh, right. I sent Chiron to go get you, bloody fuckers. Right. Okay. So you're here now. What happened? Did you get him? Did you get the bastard?
No.
No, he wasn't there. Everything we had planned for months went to shit.
Damn it. Well, that's
Wait.
shit in it. What the fuck? Oh, I
You've
should have
been here this whole time?
Oh yeah, who do you think's making your equipment?
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Vera's like put off. It's like, I've been here for how long has Vera been here? How long has?
I would say probably at least 3 years.
I've been here for 3 fucking years, and I've never once met you. Who the fuck are you?
Oh, my name's Margot. Innit?
Margo?
And so his name's Margot.
Muggo?
Mago or Mogo?
Moggo.
M-O-G-G-O. Mago.
Yes,
Okay.
Moggo.
Okay.
His name is Margot.
Okay, follow-up question, Mago. Why have none of us ever seen you before, or the entrance to your little goblin cave here?
Oi, now that's just racist, isn't it? It's not a cave, it's a workshop.
I'm sorry,
And now
your
that you're
goblin
probably able to-
workshop.
Now that you're able to like take a second to look around when he says that it's a workshop, it very much is a workshop. And you see like tables with potions and alchemy components. You see books everywhere. There are tons of books. You see stations where things are able to be like concocted and distilled. You also do barely see Coley, since you're off going around. Muggle will like click and point at you. Oh yeah, don't touch that. Don't touch that one.
What does the brain do?
Oh, I was trying to dissect it anyway.
Is he still standing on the table?
He is still standing on the table.
How tall does he come up to Vera?
Like your nose.
Like my nose. Okay. So
he's
Vera
very short for a goblin.
Steps closer, does one of those like table lean things with both hands, and goes, "Okay, so let me get this straight. You've been under here, under the coop.
Don't touch that either." To Coley.
Under the coop for 3 years, at minimum.
Yeah.
And does Reynold know you're here?
Reynold? Probably. Carrion's probably held him. The Carrion is the Carrion is the leader of the Smoking Ravens, and again the only one who really knows who the Carrion is Reynold, as far as you're aware. Even though some people do go into that little secret room that Reynold used to communicate with him. What you do figure, why is... Do you guys hear the music or no?
No.
No.
Okay, please hold.
As a minor question, can anybody see here-ish?
No.
Yes. Oh,
like
dark vision.
It's weird black space.
It's because it's not lit area. So for me, it's gray, which for you would be black then, because you can't see.
Yeah, there'll be a couple of like weird dark spots. I don't know how to fix that yet.
Because I think
Adani is sitting right there. Yep.
Yeah, I just don't see it.
Okay, so what exactly do you... No sound.
Sound, yes. No sound?
No sound.
No sound.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, weird. Oh, no sound because volume is low? Or just no sound
No.
straight
No
up?
sound at all.
That sounds straight up.
But there was sound
Oh,
playing
interesting.
earlier.
Yeah.
Yes, there was sound playing earlier. One moment.
It's gonna
So you
blast
should be able
my
to hear
ears
it
when
through my
turns
stream
on.
when the sun goes away, unless you have sound muted.
It should be playing something, but if it's not, then I need to fix that quickly. Configure.
My immersion.
Yeah, your immersion.
Can we flavor text the music that's playing as Mago has a little like music box he made and it's coming out of that? It's his working
Yeah.
music. Hell yes.
Sound?
No sound.
No. Oh,
Nothing.
no.
Right?
Wait. Yeah, now I see a sound playing there. Is this really
I
quiet?
hear nothing.
I don't hear anything.
Oh. I
might
hear
be
it
going
starting.
insane.
No, it could just be that it's not loading.
You've gaslit yourself.
Sorry, I see.
No,
I
hear
see.
it.
No, when it shows the infinity symbols, that means it's trying to load for
I
you,
hear it
and
now.
it's not.
It's
Oh.
gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Oh
now.
yeah, I hear
Yeah.
it now.
Okay, great. It was what? This is not the right sound. I was just testing.
I was gonna say
to
this
see
is
if it
not
actually
very
goes.
work.
No. Workshop, you know.
Something's about
Yeah,
to
no, it's
happen.
not.
Yeah, it's.
It sounds like someone's dying.
Mago's
Yes.
about to die.
Oh no.
Someone's on their
Uh,
deathbed. They've been stabbed through the gut, protecting someone. It's raining. Everyone is sad. The battle is over. And now they've died.
Okay, great. This is the sound.
Oh, this is the one?
Yeah, this is the one.
This is some weird work music. Okay, Mago. What do you do down here? And why have we never seen you?
Well, there's a couple of things. Firstly, the door's enchanted. I only let people in when I want them to be in, except for the carrion because this is his place. But I wanted you guys to come down. You ain't never met me before, but I've been enchanting all your shit and everything for you for I don't even know how long, basically since the war. And it's about bloody time that you saw my face. And if you want anything for your shit and your shit, then I'm your guy. Unless you're racist. Then I'm not your guy. Are you racist?
No. So that tin can man out there, spooky guy, is that your like bodyguard, your bouncer?
Kyron? Yeah, he's alright. He's a good mate of mine, isn't it?
I'm sorry,
He
what's his
does-
name?
Kyron.
Is that with a CH? Oh, it is
With a
not
K.
CH. Okay.
You can see his name from the one roll he did with a strength check.
You know
Oh,
what?
shit,
I
yeah.
didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
Is there
You beat him by
particular
1 point?
reason
Is there a particular reason?
that your friend Chiron is using that particular armor set?
Well, sort of. So, my mate Chiron's not the suit armor. Chiron's the ghost. Now, the ghost, he's been not here, but he's now bound here because, there's some magical technicalities. But we won't get into that. Those are more complicated. But what we needed to do in order to get him to move was we needed to bind him to this thing so that he could actually move from where he was born. Because, ghosts, they typically don't move around very much, ghosts just do. But because we needed to bind him, we needed to do it quick. What we did was we went to the first available thing. Unfortunately, or somewhat fortunately, because it's a bloody good piece of armor, I gotta say. Wolfen guys, even though they're bloody cunts, they do know how to make a good suit. But we have to bind him to the suit.
But should we unbind him and move him again?
No. If we try and unbind him now, then he's gonna be lost forever, and he'll get stuck in the Ethereum, and we'll lose him. But if I want him to hang around, he's slowly degrading over time. If I want him around for the next 100 years or so, he's gotta stay with that armor.
Got it.
Are you gonna be around for 100 years?
Man, I'm only 683. I'm gonna be around kicking for at least another 300 years.
Alright.
Okay, Goblin's
Noted.
age.
Sucks that he has to wear the armor of the enemy.
Very true.
Could you couldn't you I guess you don't really want to mess with materials to change the design of it to not scare people away, but
No, the whole point is to scare people away. I don't want people down here that ain't gonna mess with my shit, or they are gonna mess with my shit.
But you got an enchanted door, so is it necessary to also have scary...
Sometimes I ain't here. I ain't always here. I got that big old magic teleportation portal back there. I'm not always here. Sometimes your boys gotta go out and investigate in the field.
Security is
investigate, all I
not
really
about
mean-
having one thing to stop your enemies. It's about multiple layers.
Exactly. Layers. Like an ogre.
God,
like
Okay,
an
on
onion.
that note, what's stopping people from just busting through your ceiling?
Ah, see, now that hasn't happened before, but typically if you got people above, and they know they're floating a good solid 120 feet above the air, they don't want to go straight down through the bottom. Also, probably the Carrion's Curse will get you.
I'm sorry, okay, hold on, break character.
what?
How far down are we?
I'm showing.
You are only probably at max 30 feet below the floor of the floor above. The ceilings are, solidly about 30 feet above your head. But from the top of the coop to ground floor, it's probably like 120, 150 feet.
So the area we were in before we came down was like floor level of coop?
Floor level of coop, which is 120 feet above the ground.
So
Because remember, the only way in and out is through the teleportation circle up there, or through the one
Oh.
singular window.
Oh. So then this area is still above ground, just a floor.
Below that floor, yes.
Got it. And this is effectively a big tower.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Back
So
in...
what are you trying to trap anyway?
Well... See, now these here equations, they ain't mine. I do gotta confess, they're not mine. They're my dad's. My dad's dead. Kicked the bucket 150 years ago. Piece of shit.
Rip
Anyway.
Marco's dad.
His name was Bogo, and he's dead. But anyway, Bogo was a bit of a shit. What he did do, though, he was a shit, but he was a clever shit. And what he's done, it's right over here, and this is why I told you not to touch it. Right over here, he's got in this here doohickey, a doohickey. And there is in this standing weird globular structure. It looks like one of those old globes that are made of brass that just have the wires and stuff. But you notice this very distinctly that there are these orbs that are attached to some of the rings as they continually rotate. It does also have this glowing core, which is where the light comes from. But he's got it sort of trapped, and underneath it is, you can just barely see around the base the outlines of what should be a magic circle. And Muggle goes, now this here thing is what old Bugger trapped. And I don't really know what it is, but I know that somebody made it, and I know it's bloody old.
Vera goes to
And-
tap the outer edge of the thingy.
Ooh, I need you to roll me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check.
You can roll acrobatics.
Can I try to solve the problem?
Um. Okay. Can you also roll me a d6? Okay. As you reach out and touch it, the glowing eye, the glowing orb that's closest to it swivels immediately towards your finger and then blinks. And as this glowing orb blinks, because it's this crystalline object that's contained within this like metallic structure, and you can hear it go, and then out shoots this beam of blue light, and it shoots out towards you and just like goes in a straight direction. Basically, it goes from the structure all the way that way. Yes, all the way this way. And anything that's in its path, there's like this pinprick hole that goes all the way through everything.
Did it hit me?
It did not hit you. But you'll notice, particularly over here, where there were some books and stuff, that they just start to disintegrate. And Moga will run up to you and smack your leg really hard. Not hard enough to do damage, but just like very hard, and go, "Don't fucking touch it!"
Vera does like a limp because it's like got like a Charlie horse from the slap. Looks back and goes, "Did that just fire a beam that disintegrates shit?"
It does a lot of shit. You don't fucking touch it.
Why do you have it out in the open then?
Because I'm scared to move it.
Okay, that's
If
kind
you
of
touch it and it does that and a couple other shit, I don't want to move it and piss it off.
So what is it?
I don't know. But this thing is not important. If you don't touch it, it just sits there and looks pretty. And it is very pretty. All the metal that is made up of it is very intricately carved, and it's got all these like very elegant designs carved, engraved across every single ring that you can see moving around. And after it shut off the beam, it just sort of like starts to calmly rotate all of its rings all over again. And from the little core within, you can just hear this gentle hum as though it's satisfied.
This cheeky little... And Bear's just gonna like walk away, still rubbing her leg because it's still kind of like Charlie horse. It's all like limping, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
So did you just call us here just to say hello? Really weird time to be doing.
No, you bastard. Of course I'm not just saying hello. If I wanted to just say hello, I'd pop up. But I don't ever want to say hello to anybody. I'm fine down here. Anyway, what I called you here to say is that everybody's gone.
Like,
What do you mean? Like,
I mean,
like,
everybody is fucking gone.
are they
There ain't nobody outside in Embassy anymore.
are they dead gone, or like they left the city
No.
gone?
Well, okay. So all the bird folk left. They all left. They all went south-ish. Didn't see them beyond going south-ish. But all the people, they are also gone. Some of them scattered, like they used their portals and went elsewhere, blah blah. But everybody else, there ain't nobody here. The bird folk that were here before we came here, they're all gone. They've all left. They've all gone south. And I don't know why. But I know some shit happened over there in Rivenwall while you guys were there. And because only you guys came back. Nobody else has come back. Not through the roads, not through the rivers, not through nothing. It's just you guys. So, some shit went down. I don't know what, I don't care. I do care, I'm a liar. I want to know, but I don't want to know. Because it went to shit, and nobody else is here except you. But what's important, and what you guys have to do, is you have to find the bird folk. This is their home, why have they left?
Oh, they didn't just fly south for the winter.
No, they don't just fly, nobody just flies south for the winter. What are you, stupid? There ain't no migratory folks here. There's you guys are the migratory folks. The bird folks, this is their home, this is their nest.
Is that technically racist because they're birds?
I guess so. But everything in this bloody city is named after bird things. I mean, our boss is named the Carrion.
Is that a bird?
Yes.
Isn't that meat?
Is that a bird?
It's meat. Technically, it's
Oh.
meat. But if you will recall of the embassy and what you know, every place is in fact named after places that are birds. So like you have the northwestern gate that's called the Grey Hill Gate, and Grey Hill is a type of bird. You have the Partridge Peaks. The building you're in is called the Coop. The southeastern gate is called Sky Gate. There's a section of slums outside the gates called the Wrens. There's another one called the Mallards. There's a large portion of the city that's called the Crowning. So everything about the embassy is named after birds. Like even as much as they can, a lot of the like shops and stores and things are also named after birds. And whether that's primarily because of the bird folk that live here or just because it's like a funny haha thing that they have thought of for themselves, you're not quite sure, but it's one thing that like the native residents of the city often will comment on to non-bird folk who come in and join the Smoking Ravens, is that we've named everything after the birds because we are them. And so you'll know that what Mogo is saying is true in that like everything is about the birds here. And it is like even from this guy who has apparently been living underneath your floors for time immemorial, that this is weird that the birds have left.
So can I try to solve his problem with the thingy? I don't know how much of that schematic I actually do understand or not with that roll though.
So you do understand a fair bit, but the parts of it that are missing, namely like what this creature is and what it can do and how exactly it's contained, because a lot of the circle that is containing it is underneath the base of the like weird metallic structure that's holding it up. And because Mogo has said that he is afraid to move it and he doesn't want to move it, that is like a lot of guesswork to try and figure out how to do whatever it is he's trying to do. Which like from your role earlier, you do know that it is trying to change it, but it's not trying to change it physically. It's more trying to change its intent. And that's something very difficult to do even with magic. And you know that from the equations. So solving it is, at the moment, not possible.
Wait, can we see what creature is in it, or is it just like some weird
what you
Wow.
see is the creature. And so it's the weird metallic rings that are floating around this glowing core with these like round metal eye structures that are attached to each of the rings.
Biblically accurate. Angel,
okay.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I was thinking something similar. I'm like, that'd be funny.
Construct angel.
Okay.
Okay, so you just wanted to see us to tell us to go find the bird people?
Yeah, and to see your faces because you're the only ones that are alive. Sometimes it's good to see a
Yeah.
living person every once in a while, Like Chiron's great, don't get me wrong. He's a good man. But it is kind of hard to talk to a dead man. Or a ghost. Or ghostly armor.
Okay,
You get it.
that's fair. Just
Okay.
one question. What's the octopus thing in the center of your entryway?
Oh, that... Oh, I was trying to travel to a different plane and it didn't work out, so I made the pillars. They look kind of nice, though.
If you don't mind the smell, I
okay.
guess.
It's not so bad. You get used to it.
Do you
Back
have?
abuser.
I kind of just plop down on the desk that I was standing atop on. I'm like, all right. Do you have like an inkling of where we should start at? Like where we should like, where like you said they flew away. Like which way did they go?
You weren't listening. I
You said
told you that
south.
they were going south.
You said,
You made the joke about flying south for the winter, my guy.
yeah. Oh, did they say anything? Did any of them have like intent or like say anything to you before they like flew?
Well, I'm not exactly the world's greatest conversationalist. I'll admit it's one of my few faults. But if I had to guess, and he does sort of like this weird like hand motions, and it looks like he's like wriggling his fingers in the air, trying to like gather up something, you don't know what. But once he's done, he's like, if I had to guess, I'd probably say if you head in the direction of Bripton, that's probably your best bet.
Brickton. Got it.
And so you guys are currently in Embassy. And Bripton is inconsequential village. It's this tiny little village as far as you know, and there's like nothing that happens there. If you want to see if you know more about it, you can roll history. Our two soldiers, you can roll history with advantage because you are well traveled.
Okay, history check. Let's go.
Is that
Surely
mine?
this will
No.
not go poorly. You showed us the freaking map of the coop twice, and I didn't bother closing the first one, so I closed one of them, and I'm like, didn't I just close you?
Yeah, right. I did the same thing. I was like, wait a minute.
How many times did I teach you this lesson?
Advance.
Yanfer rolled a 19.
While this
Wait,
happening,
wait.
I whisper to the brass thing and I go, hello, what is your name?
One of the eyes will swivel, like the globular structures will all move so that one of the eyes is at eye level with you and it'll just blink.
Nothing happens. it
Do
just
I
blinks.
understand him?
No,
Okay.
it just blinks. And then the eye, the rings rotate again and the eye moves away. Okay, so, Adani and Kilheron. This is the most backwater village you've ever heard of in your life. It doesn't sound like anything at all. It's so whatever. But Bera and Koli, it is a town, a little village that doesn't really have much in the way of interest. It's just like, you know that it's got part of one of the little rivers that run westward from the Brigannia waters through it, and that's kind of about it. Yennefer and Priscilla Yennefer and Priscilla, you guys will know, yes, it's not a city of much renown, but what is known about it, Priscilla, you will have traveled through this once or twice. Yennefer, you will have gone through this place a couple more times than that on your contracts. But Brickton is a town where the buildings all feature strange conical roofs. And every residence has a garden.
Okay.
And that's what you all know.
Can I ask
Okay.
the thing if it's hungry?
Sure. You can ask the mysterious thing that's being held if it is hungry, and it does not say anything. And different eye swivels with the rings towards you to once again be eye level, and this time it just blinks, and you hear this little shwoom noise as the core briefly expands and then contracts.
You want a gold coin?
The eye swivels away.
Okay. So you're telling me this town, this is out of character, but you're telling me this town has all the buildings are just cones?
They have conical roofs. They have cone-shaped roofs.
Okay.
Okay. Well, I guess we got nothing else to go off of. Might as well start there. See why they started flying that direction, and maybe see if the town next over knows what the fuck's happened or seen them.
Well, I wouldn't exactly bother going too far. I would be a bit more careful if you're planning on going, like, say, to Hathorn. Hathorn, all of you will know, is a fort city. And it's a fort city in which the Wolven Guards have claimed as part of their, like, training for their soldiers. So that one is a little bit a place to be wary of, and that's just something that you all know. Brickton, like I said, is this like very inconsequential town that's in between there and here, sort of. And like I said, the most unusual thing about it is that everybody's got a garden and it's got conical roofs. That's kind of it. It's a very like nothing town. But Muggle will leave the strange structure and make his way up towards the little portal he's got, and he's like waving you all over to come and follow.
Bye,
Off the
Michael.
distance.
See you later. You look pretty today.
I look back. Did you call the thing Michael?
Yeah, I don't. I'm just yeah.
One of these days, Kali's antics are going to solve a problem, a very big problem, and we're gonna be like, holy shit. That wasn't in character. I'm just saying, like, she's gonna approach something that looks crazy construct shit, and we're just like, what the fuck? And she's like, hi, what's your name? And it's like, I just wanted someone to say hello to me without attacking.
And so if you're close enough, you'll see Mogo going around the little portal he's got, or the teleportation circle he's got, and he's going to these like orb-shaped nodules around it, and he's adjusting each one.
He disappeared. 'cause he went
He'll like
disappeared.
tap one and then twist another and rotate another, and you can see that the glow of the teleportation circle, each one of the sigils will brighten or darken depending on what he's done. And once he's satisfied, he'll come back and stand over here and be like, well, off you go then.
Cat?
I did hear a cat too. I don't know whose cat that was, but
Sorry.
No cat.
no cat.
By the
Okay.
way, did Michael react to Michael?
No.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So that's the way to get there. How do we get back? If we need to?
You'll figure it out.
Okay.
Do we have to go now? We literally just got done escaping potential death.
Nah, well, it's like sooner rather than later is probably better, you know?
I would advise preparation.
Preparation? Oh.
Yeah,
Do you need
sit
shit? What
still
you
for
need?
like
What you got?
At
and
least an hour.
an hour? Well, I don't got beds for an hour. And he'll scurry off towards here, in this way direction through the shadow. And if you're without torch, it will be difficult to see.
Yeah.
Dark vision.
Oh.
Can I
All
click the
see
door?
is
Oh.
darkness.
I'm pretty sure Galarian still has his torch.
Clara, it's dark.
2 seconds. Priscilla's curiosity gets the better of them. Yennefer, did your
Yeah.
vision ever clear up?
I look at Priscilla's face. Is my vision still the same?
The numbers are still there.
No, didn't.
Perhaps you should
Still.
go ask the magic user about that.
Okay. Yeah. Actually, where the fuck is Goblin King? Hey, got a question for you. Well, actually,
what
before
you
you
want?
run off.
That's racist.
I look at his face, and I'm assuming I see numbers there too.
You do, but oddly not around the goggles.
I kind of just squint a little bit. I'm like, weird question. I don't know what in the world happened when we got back. I started seeing I can't see, and I wave towards I wave at Priscilla's face with my hand right in front of there. I can't see their face at all. I just see a bunch of numbers. I look at you, and I can kind of see it, not. Do you have an idea? Could you help me by any chance? Am I stuck with this?
And he'll grab your shirt to pull your face down to his. And he's squinting at you. He'll open one of your eyes with 2 of his fingers, and his fingers are all clammy.
Oh, gross.
Collie, you will know that this is the source of the sweat.
Oh.
It's his hands. But he'll force your eye open, Ianfer, and he'll tilt your head this way and that, and he'll wiggle your nose a bit, and then he lets to go and he goes, "Wait!" And he'll snap his fingers towards BB-8 and call BB-8 over.
Where's BB-8? Or PBJ?
I don't know.
On top of me.
He calls him over.
Yep. And if BB-8 gets close enough, Moggo will bop BB-8 on the head, and like twist this little nobule that's attached to BB-8's head, and from BB-8's like viewing optical thing will come a beam of light.
You do have a flashlight.
Do you not know? As he still has his hand in my eye. How do you not know what he has?
I didn't
Point-
make it. I didn't
point
make
it
him
this way.
one.
And so Muggle will point for BB-8 to point the light into Ianfer's eye. So if you select your token and you hold shift and you scroll, it will rotate.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Hey, look, you got the
Yeah.
flashlight you asked for.
Yeah.
And you watch as Muggle is like pointing to BB-8 to point the light in certain places of Ianfer's eye, and the light is very bright for you, Ianfer. Like, this is physically painful with how bright the light is in your eyes. And is it what I think it is? Da, 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 da. No, it's not that. It's not that. It's not that. It is. Okay, great. That's fine. Okay, so after a while, the Muggle will tell BB-8, okay, you can, like, we'll tap BB-8 on the head again and tell him to turn the lamp off.
Yeah.
And so for you, synth, mechanically, you'll know that if you ever want BB-8 to have a light, you just need to tell me and I'll enable the effect for you. But in character, for Adani, you will need to like double tap BB-8 on the head to activate the light.
Okay. BB-8
but-
is stuck underneath him.
Oh, sorry.
Return him back to me.
Um,
Thank you.
but yeah, so Muggle will be like, it'll fade in about an hour. You'll be alright.
Can I look
So
at
does it-
Yennefer?
Yes.
Sure, I will let you look at, like, what are you doing to me?
Fireball, point blank.
I don't have that. Let me see. We're about to rest, right?
It seems like it.
Yeah. But yeah, so Muggo's originally led you in here to show that he doesn't have the space to let you guys all rest unless you pull out your bedrolls and you have like a sleepover in Muggo's very sweat-smelling bedroom. But by and large, he's just pulled you in here to show you that yeah, there's not much here. What you notice though is that there are these windows along the edge, which is very unusual because you know that the coop only has one window and it's on the floor that you were just on upstairs. So the fact that these are here is weird.
Oh.
I want to ask him about it. Hey, Muggo, you got some windows in your room. That's quite nice.
Thanks, I made them myself.
Why don't we see them from the outside?
Oh, it's a simple magic application. You implement a few sigils here, and you embed the bricks over there, and the windows just appeared on the inside but on the outside, but it lets the light in, and that's nice.
Huh.
Okay.
Simple
Just
mathematics, really.
Okay, out of character question. I don't have
Yes.
my bounce bangle yet, right?
No, you haven't rested.
Wait, I
Oh,
need...
But you also don't have bounce ring. No. Yes.
Right,
Correct.
so could I ask Mago about that? If he can make it?
Sure. You can explain the idea of the concept to him, and he'll tilt his head and he'll think about it, and he'll lift up his goggles off his head once more, and you can see that he wears his goggles basically all the time because there are like these deep indents over his eyes. But he'll think about it and he'll think about it some more and go, well, if you're not fussed about how the ring looks, I'm not very good with ring making, I gotta say, one of my few faults. But with the enchantments, I think I can manage it.
Would it have to be a ring you make, or can I like provide you with like a bangle or ring of my choosing, and you just...
Oh, Bangle would be better, because Bangle has more room, and then I can write the inscriptions on it a lot easier. But a ring is a little bit more tricky, and it'll take a lot longer than you think.
Okay.
Can
I'll
I
come back to
see
you.
what's wrong with Yanfer? Like, with
You
his
can
eyes?
do. Depends on how you want to do it. If you want to see if there's like anything physically wrong with his eyes, it would be a medicine check. If you want to see if there's anything wrong magically with his eyes, it would be an Arcana check.
Okay, my Arcana's kind of poo-poo. Can I do both?
You can do the medicine first and then the Arcana, and we'll see if one is more successful. If the medicine is pretty
Oh my
alright.
god.
Oh, okay.
He's got a bit of like eye boogers in one of his eyes, but aside from that, there doesn't seem to be anything wrong.
Hmm.
So
the
you can do
Arcana?
an Arcana with disadvantage.
Okay. Okay.
All right, just roll two of the same die at once. It's fine. But this is not exactly a magical effect. This is something that, in a similar way to what you know about your own existence, is something that has affected Yanfer, and it's not something that has come about as a result of somebody inflicting it upon him, more so than the cosmic forces of the world inflicting it upon him.
Okay, I give him a very solemn look. And I go, "You're like me." And then I start wagging my tail and I go, "You wanna brush my fur?"
I kind of like look wide-eyed, and I kind of look sad for a second. I'm like, yeah, I will. I'll go ahead and
Okay.
brush.
While the two of you are doing with that, Mago will go to Adani and be like, "Where'd you get your little bugger over there?"
I made him. He's been my buddy for quite some
You
time.
said
Didn't you say you didn't make it?
Literally lying out his ass.
Very, very good mechanically. Where'd you say you were from?
Oh my god, I'm being interrogated. Oh my god, how do I respond? Fuck. Did I even say city? No, I didn't say city. My background.
You are from Rivenwall.
Okay.
You were born in the capital, and your family's workshop and blacksmithery are there.
Yeah, my family is a family of blacksmiths, and I occasionally help them in the forge, and this little guy helps me in the forge.
Hmm.
Oh shit.
Interesting. What's your name?
Adani Cherry Feet, sir.
Ah, you're the cherry feet girl. How are you alive? But it doesn't matter.
How are
Your
you
dad was a
alive?
good man. I liked your
What?
dad. Now he was a good cunt.
I liked my dad too.
I'm sorry that he's gone, and because he's bigger than you, he sort of like moves to reach up, and then like lowers his hand onto your shoulder. And he'll just be like, "It's nice being the bigger guy," and then he moves off to, back to his desk to start thinking about Vera's ring bracelet thing. But before he goes, he will say, if you guys want to go back upstairs to get some Z's before you go, I guess that'll be fine. But I would hurry up. I wouldn't take too long. If you want to sleep here, you can, I don't know, use my bed or something.
Oh,
Just don't poke around too much. And then he goes back to his desk to start like flipping to a new page in his notebook so that he can start working out how to make the ring bracelet for Vera. And then you guys are left largely on your own.
Adani says,
Yes.
I don't want to sleep in that guy's bed.
Vera's too tired to want to make the walk back up, so she's just gonna pull out a bedroll and lie into it. Wait, half elf.
Okay.
Do they sleep as long as regular elves? Do I also only need to deeply meditate for 2 hours?
You only need to meditate, yes.
Okay. Wait, are elves capable of falling asleep?
Yes,
But they don't need it to rest.
correct.
Fuck it, Vera's gonna take a cat nap anyway, because it's been a long day.
Mm-hmm.
And on that note, I'm gonna BRB.
Okay.
I
So Vera
guess
napping.
I
What everybody else doing?
guess I'm taking a short rest with Yanfer with the brush and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the two of you, on your character sheets, there's the little camp hut icon.
Yeah.
That one's the long rest, and then the one with the food is the short rest.
Okay.
So short rest then.
Yeah, short rest. It is not a new day. Because I'll say that you are all going to be resting probably for about 2 hours. Everybody, if you need to, you can expend 2 of your hit dice.
Oh, I was trying to do this.
Oh, did I do it?
If it didn't heal you, just
Okay,
add
I think it's
the
good. I am
Yeah.
full health with 1, so
Oh,
yes.
did not mean to spend my hit dice. I didn't actually need to use it, but that's fine.
What? Out of
I-
character.
I-
Priscilla's also headed upstairs.
Okay. Please hold.
So do I have to check the auto spend HD? Spend hit
I
dice and
didn't. I just
No.
hit the little dice icon next to it, like right above that.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Okay, so Priscilla, you should be back at the coop floor, the one that you recognize. What would you
Yep.
like to do?
Check that they didn't use all of the oil.
Okay.
But that's about it. It's just downtime maintenance, making sure everything's cleaned up and maintenance on armor and weapons.
No, they wouldn't have used all the oil. There was one of the barrels that was half filled with oil, and they consumed all of that. But everything else is there. a good majority of the doors are open because you guys were like looking around and poking through things, but by and large, most everything else seems exactly as you'd left it.
Yeah, are unaware because first time here, out of character. Are the rooms with beds that just look like very small bedrooms? Are they communal or would they be assigned to people?
The ones that are in this room over here are assigned. So the red bed is Vera's room. The red bed is Vera's room. The first of the blue beds is Colley's. This one is yours, and this one is Galeron's.
Okay, well, Priscilla would, not that it needs to be acted out totally, but they'd be in their own room after just checking around and making sure everything's in order.
Yep. As far as you can tell, everything is as you left it when you were, before you had set off to assassinate the Emperor, supposedly. And nothing has been moved in the time that you've been gone.
Oh, is the note still there?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I got, because that's a whole lot of stuff to be doing in an hour.
Okay. Everybody else. We snoozing? What we doing?
Galler's gonna go back to his room. I
Okay.
don't know how to get there from downstairs.
That's okay. I got you, baby.
Yeah.
It should hopefully pull you across.
Yeah, I'm here.
Welcome. So yeah, the one
Collide
labeled
with the
T,
wall.
your room.
Oh yeah. Let me zoom out. Anyway, he
I believe-
gone. Where's the G at? Oh, I have to peek into these rooms. Hang on. Oh, there we are. All right. He goes to his room and yeah, does maintenance. Since he's oiled up,
Mm-hmm.
he's probably just gonna try and whick away excess oil from his gear. I think he's gonna start compiling more letters to his sister,
Mm-hmm.
just to kind of, just to write it out and hopefully send it out, and then that's him just kind of resting.
Mm-hmm.
That's his rest essentially.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
A-okay. Can absolutely do.
Okay, hello.
Hello.
Mhm.
Coley, you wanna go talk to Michael in Infernal?
Yeah. I also want to show my freshly brushed fur.
She's
There's
sparkling.
the wall.
I mean, is Polly boy dog, girl dog?
Boy dog.
Is he sparkling? Is he shiny?
Yeah, like Nintendogs.
Like
Sparkle.
in Nintendogs, yeah, when you finish
Yes.
somebody looks cool.
Yeah.
Quickly
Sparkling with
feed him
his
the light bulb.
shiny new fur.
Hi, Michael. Look, my fur just got brushed. Poses.
One of the eyes will swivel towards you and just stare. It won't blink this time.
Poses some more.
Mhm.
What should I ask Michael? Oh, wait. Oh, how do I?
Slash whisper.
Oh, thank you.
I think you can just do slash whisper GM. I'm not sure.
That's what I did. I did this even
Oh, yes,
slash
yes.
WGM.
Mm-hmm. The eye turns away from you, Coley.
Oh. Is that popping sound for somebody?
It's the sound of you sending a whisper.
Oh, okay. I was like, is Michael communicating to me?
I'm not gonna lie, I thought you heard my jaw popping as I was eating. I'm like,
Oh.
I don't think it would be that loud.
You can roll history or arcana.
Oh god, they're both pretty
Or-
bad.
History, arcana, or insight.
Let's try insight.
Okay. I will send you a thing later about this, but just know that this is a creature that you recognize. That's all I'll say out loud to everybody. But your 2 hours of rest go past, and Muggo will have informed Vera. Is Vera around? Sap, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Muggo will inform you that he can make the thing that you're trying to make, trying to have him do,
Mhm.
but by and large, it will take more time to do than you have had. He's just taken the 2 hours to do his calculations, really. But essentially, he's said that he will have an easier time making a bangle if you want to bring him a bangle to do it. And it will take him longer if you want it to be a ring. But with your rest all done, he will once again call you all over to the teleportation portal, which is just gently warming now as though it's ready to be activated, and he's called you all over to stand within it so that it can send you on your way.
Quick little retcon thingy. I just remembered I have my entertainers pack. Is
Mhm.
there a bangle in there?
You can hit the pack to
Well, the
see.
it has some kind of costume thingamabob. Hold on. Let me. Costume clothes. Complete
Mhm.
costume usually used by performers and artists in all manners of entertainment halls, or for those who simply refuse to get out of character. Would that have a bangle in it that I could like just pull one out of it and just like hand it to him?
Sure, I'll say that you have bangles in there given your history as a dancer.
Sick.
So yeah, you have a bangle that you pull out and give to him. For Priscilla and Kilheron, because you both went up to the upper floor and then came back down, as you pass Chiron, that you now know is his name, the ghost will look to each of you and give you both a solemn nod to send you off on your way. He doesn't say anything this time, but you get the feeling that he has a lot of respect for the both of you. But yeah, to everybody else, Mogo is shooing you all onto the portal to hurry you up and hurry you along.
One, two, three, four.
Yep. And once you're all there, Mogo will take a step back and be like, all right, see you later, bitches. And send you all through the portal. And the portal whooshes and whomps, and it makes all those lovely teleport noises that we get when we step through portals. And the six of you wind up out here. And this, you know, is what people see when they walk past Embassy. This is now the outskirts. And all they see when they are not a resident or when they are not someone who is allowed within the city are these monolith stones with these glowing blue carvings on them. And that's it. That's all they see. Even if they walk within the city limits, they won't actually interact with anything there. They'll just move around these stones. And so you've come out here and you've been teleported this way out here. And now you are just out once more in the wilderness. And you'll know that even though Mogo has told you that you must move southward, that you must move now towards Bripton, that your journey is quite far from where you're at on the very edge of Embassy. Bripton is still a solid day and a half's journey. And you guys are on foot. Mogo did not provide you with anything.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Seems like we got a
Damn,
long journey ahead of us.
You know, before we left, we probably should have asked Mongo for some like potions or something.
Oh, fuck,
Alright.
you were right.
Yeah. Yeah. He
Probably
did say
should've
he was
done
our
that.
supplier.
Okay. Is the image on screen reflective of the environment? So are there actually like the 4-pillar thingy, rock, whatever with sigils?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do I recognize where we are?
Yes. So, like I said, this is what people see when they walk by Embassy and they're not permitted entry.
So we're just outside.
Yeah.
Do we know for like on the south end, the north? I'm assuming he would have sent us to the south end.
Yeah, he would have sent you to the south edge. I will pop up the map again, so do not be afraid.
Ah!
Ah!
But yeah, so you're sort of on the like southwestern corner, like in the section of the E for Embassy, that bottom round fat
Did
bit.
we
That's
cut out
kind
for
of
you
where
guys
you
too?
are.
No.
No.
By that tree
Oh, is it just me?
under
It's
the
just-
E.
Yeah, the tree under the E. That's kind of where you are.
Okay.
Oh.
So I have things to help right now. Let me see.
Can you hear me, Ice?
Oh, wait, there I am!
Hello, welcome back.
Oh!
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so You know that it's a solid, like, if you are continuously going for 12 hours of travel, then you'll make it there in like a day and a half. But if you want to get proper rest, then you have to go slower, and it will likely take you 3 days.
How pressed for time are we? Do we want to rush it?
I feel like the sooner the better.
How big is everybody?
Priscilla is the tallest among you. Priscilla's like bordering 7 foot. And Adani is like, how tall are you, Adani? You're teeny tiny, huh?
Yeah, 3'1".
Yeah, there you go. Dani is teeny weeny. And
There's
Priscilla
no like
is
carriage or anything before.
not
in
that
our-
you can see.
Okay. Do I sense any large creatures nearby?
Roll nature.
Oh my god, it's gonna be like the whale all over again. Okay.
Okay.
Very nice.
Not too far from where you're at, you know that there are some, like, there's a herd of deer.
Can I approach and talk to them?
Sure. But before we get to you, Adani, you were umming.
Can I use detect? Can I just show this? What the fuck? My detect magic.
Yes, you can just cast detect magic.
Okay. What's concentration?
You have to focus your mind on the skill, and if something like hits you or attacks you, then you will roll a d20 to see if you maintain the spell or the spell dissipates because you couldn't concentrate on it.
Okay, what will happen if I untick the box?
Untick the concentration box.
Yeah. Do I? Okay.
You
My
have
question
to.
should be-
You have to concentrate on the spell.
Okay. All right. Oh my god, that's cool.
Yeah.
Sure.
So because this is not like a gridded map, it won't like accurately display what it is.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But if we were on a grid, then it would show it better. But with your detect magic, you know that the walls that surround the city of Embassy are magically enchanted, and it's very complex. It is almost as though it lets the residents into a sort of pocket dimension so that they actually interact with the city. But if you are not allowed in, like you are right now, then all you'll be able to interact with are these pillars. And the pillars themselves are there physically, but it's sort of strange, as though it's popped out of a different part of the material plane to be where it is. And it's not magic that you've ever seen before, and it's not magic that you could ever hope to replicate. But it is magic, and it's a lot of magic.
Okay.
But yes, Collie, you sort of push through the brush, and you approach the deer. And they look at you like you're this sort of strange little creature, but at the moment they are unbothered and they continue grazing.
I'm gonna wait. Okay, yes. I wanna speak with animals.
Mm-hmm.
And ask them if they be willing to carry me and my friends a little ways towards the town?
Roll persuasion. They are not willing to. You have given these deer absolutely no incentive, and they just know that you smell weird and your friends smell weird.
Okay.
And so they're just
Alright,
gonna have to keep grazing.
I say, okay, have a good day, goodbye.
And they let you leave.
Alright guys, I could not get us a ride.
You tried at least. That's all that matters. I guess like should probably at least start getting walking at the very minimum. We ain't gonna really cover much ground, just standing.
Yeah, I guess we have to start walking, I guess.
Yeah. So you start walking and you're heading in the direction of the city of Bripton, or what you assume is the city of Bripton. Who sort of is trying to lead the way?
Oh yeah, I guess that does matter.
Who knows the best way there?
I say it's what, me and Priscilla that's been there a couple times now?
Yeah. Priscilla and Yanfer have been there a couple times. Kilheron, you would have passed by once or twice. So if any one of the three of you want to attempt survival? Sure, we'll do survival. Survival or nature?
Oh man.
That's like my highest is a 13 right now, or +3, so one of you two has a better one.
I have a 0 and a -2.
I have a 0 and -1.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I guess I'll roll survival then.
You could also combine forces with the help action.
Right.
Yeah, I was about to say, can I assist that one?
Yes, yes.
With
Your
advantage.
forces combined, you can roll with advantage, not disadvantage.
A 20!
You fool. You
Why did you
absolutely
roll with disadvantage?
I didn't mean to.
Wait, can we just retcon that to 20?
Yes, we will retcon it to 20. With your powers combined and the forces of your three great brains, you work out the most optimal route. It will still take you a day and a half, even if you're pushing going 12 hours. And you know that, like, given the state of you all having come from literally running your escape of your assassination attempt to the like chaos of being teleported to Hippogriff, and some of you are still oily, to having been teleported a second time in 24 hours. No, this would be a third time in 24 hours because you were teleported first to Rivenwall before your assassination and then back when you were escaping. And now this is now your third time teleporting. That if you push yourselves and try and go the max 12 hours of travel a day, that you will be exhausted, beyond exhausted by the time that you reach Bripton. So you have sort of a couple choices. You can commit and just go full slog, hard out, make the 12 hours a day travel to get there in a day and a half. Or the more reasonable option, which is to go maybe 6 hours today and then 8 hours to take you 3 days to get there, but at least give you a significant amount of rest.
I think
I
we
should go
should
6 hours.
rest, right?
Resting would be nice, but it also gives a certain empire a little bit more time to spread the word that we should be caught, apprehended, probably executed. You know, we are kind of
They're gonna do that
assassins.
regardless if we do that. I'd rather we were rested, ready to tackle that, than be exhausted and then have to deal with that.
I don't disagree, but just bringing it up. There
No,
are
that's-
advantages to going fast.
My vote's toward fast, but if I get outvoted, I'm not going to complain.
You said it takes 12 hours to get to the place?
No, so
Day and a half.
it'll be a day and a half. So it's like 12 hours
Oh, okay,
travel,
okay.
couple hours to rest, another 12 hours like non-stop travel, and then you'll get there. So it's,
Okay.
if you go completely without rest, it's 24 hours of solid travel.
Which I think is reasonable. Probably not, no. Zap, you got an opinion? Or
Not particularly, just I'm fine with either or.
So
Okay.
option one
So,
is
how many are for speed? How many are
Yes.
for slow?
we'll put it to a vote. If you want to go slow, can you either write slow or 2 in the chat? And then if you want to go fast, you can write 1 or fast in the chat.
Was that rest we just had considered a long rest or a short rest? Short rest.
Short.
Short.
Yeah, short.
Can we not travel 6 hours and then have a long rest and then travel the rest of the way?
You could, but it would still take you like a lot longer.
Oh, okay.
You would, if you did that. Okay, so you've elected to go a little bit slower, to take your time to rest, as you have just come out of like what is a very significant ordeal, and failure, really, because you did, and the goal that you had of going out to free the lands of the Wolfenguard's control just didn't happen. And so you travel pretty safely for 6 hours. Nothing really pops up. There's a couple more deer. You spy some rabbits and stuff, but on the whole, there's no like people that you run into. Very distinctly, as you're passing through the woods, there are no birds at all. You don't hear any bird song. You don't see any feathers. Nests are empty. One of you like will maybe like trip on a stump, and then you hear rustling above and you think, oh, maybe it's actually a bird. No, it's a nest that falls, and it falls and shatters into the little sticks and stuff it was made out of, but there's no birds in it. But you travel the first initial 6 hours, and then you come to a clearing in which that you can find some rest, and you make your camp. If you haven't already hit the long rest button on your character sheets, you can do so now.
Short rest, short rest. Where's the button for short rest? Is it this?
Long.
Oh, long.
Short rest is the knife and fork. Long rest is the tent.
That's the tent. I thought that was a potion.
No, it's the tent.
So are we checking the new box? New day box?
Yeah, you can check the new day.
Sick.
Oh shit. Fuck. Okay. Well, that can you retcon my thing? Need be.
Yeah. You just hit long rest and click new day and it'll fix it for you.
Oh, okay. New day rest.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
But yeah, and you wake up the next day and everything's fine. No incidents occurred while you were taking your watch. It was all just very relaxing. Your second day of travel, because you've chosen to go slower, you only travel for another 8 hours. And again, it's inconsequential. The only thing that's really of note is that there are no birds. And still, like, as you're progressing ever southwards towards Bripton, there are no birds at all. We don't have to do that again. Your rest, once more, is without consequence, but I need everybody to randomly roll a 1d6 for me. Not your quarterstaff.
Oops, sorry. Oh
It's
no, I
okay.
wasn't typing. My bad. Delete that.
Before the D6 thingies happen, can I like investigate why, like, if there's any hints about where the birds have gone or why they're all gone?
Sure, you can roll investigation or nature.
Hmm.
Sorry, I have a nectarine in my mouth.
That's okay.
Lahi, I need you to stop rolling just amazingly on most
I'm
everything.
sorry.
It's insane.
I
She just
feel
goes,
like this is
"Can I
just
do
a
this
good
thing?"
day, and
like
then I'm gonna have bad days.
No.
3/4 of the time.
So you're looking around and it is weird, definitely, but the fact that there are no birds is not just unusual, it's downright unnatural, to the point where you can tell that they haven't just left, they've fled. You don't know exactly when, but given your estimates, and if you think about it, then maybe it's connected to what Moggo said. And Moggo said that the bird folk all were fleeing southward, or they all left southward. But maybe they didn't leave, maybe they were running away. And you think maybe, just maybe, all the bird life have done the same. You don't know why, but you know that they're running from something. But with the 1d6, that was just to determine your order for the watch for this your second night of travel. And Kilheron, you take first watch, and at first it's just the same as the night before. Weird that there's no bird life. But what you do find is that as your watch comes to a close, and as you're about to go wake up Vera, you hear a voice, and you're not sure from where, but you can tell that it's not in your mind because you can hear it. You definitely can hear it. And you hear it as a man's voice, slightly older man's voice, but you hear those words said to you, and that is what brings you to the end of your watch.
Oogie.
Would you like to do anything with that, or do you just want to hand over your watch to the next person?
I'll wake up the next person, but then I'm gonna go look around where that
Okay.
voice came from.
So you hand over your watch to Vera, but because of their super keen doggo senses, Collie also wakes up. You can roll investigation, Tachi.
Okay.
Great. So you look around, and there's no one there. At least no one present. But as you're going to the edge of the clearing that you guys have made camp at, you find a little stone. And the little stone has this swirling encarvment on it. And it's from this that you hear the voice.
I'm
Would I
awake.
know
Do
what
I
a-
hear it too?
Sorry, Tachi first, then Blah.
Would I know what a sending stone is?
Sure, you've used them before as in your army days. And once upon a time, you would have had one with your sister before it was lost or before she went missing. But yes, you would know this as a sending stone.
Okay.
Blah.
So wait, I've woken up because of my doggo senses.
Yes.
Do I
Doggo senses
hear?
tingling.
Do I hear the thing that Tachi hears?
Yes.
Oh.
And so it's this voice, and it's saying, "You have to hurry. You have to help me." Just over and over again. That's all this stone is repeating.
Oh, okay. I'll walk over to Kilheron as just emotional support. Like I'm sleepy and walk over. Kilheron, what you find?
Found a sending stone. Here, I bring it up to Doggo, and be like, do you sense anything strange with this sniff?
I sleepily sniff it.
It smells like rock.
No, it just smells like rock and dirt.
All right. Out of character, since Yellerin has had an influence with or background with sending stones, would he know that? Would he be able to tell if it has charges to send a message back?
Sure. You can tell that it's got one charge to send something back.
Okay. He will use the charge to send a message. Where are you?
You'll get a message back after what seems like a full 5 minutes of silence. But the message you get back is this deep moaning voice, which has mostly the same words that you heard repeating over and over again before. You have to hurry, you have to help me, except now it's deeper and slower and more tired. And so the voice then says from the stone, "You have to hurry. You have to help me. You have to come to Bripton."
It's fucking terrifying, dude. What the fuck?
I pocket
I
the
love
sending
this.
stone and I
Not
give a
enough.
pat to dog.
I'll follow
return to camp.
Kilheron back to bed.
Um,
To the campy.
Yeah, the rest of the watch goes without issue, and you all wake up in the morning. If you would like to take some time to discuss Rock, otherwise you just press on.
I had a weird dream. Kilheron was
Unskippable
there.
cutscene. It's like when Pronto tells you that there's a photo op nearby. Just zooms in on
Yeah.
Galeron's face.
Yeah.
I found a sending stone out on the edge of camp. It's telling us to help. It's asking us to help. We have to hurry to our destination. So take that
Oh,
as you
that
will. I
wasn't
thought
a
it was
dream.
Fey magics. No, it was not a dream.
No. It was real. The voices are real. The voices!
real.
The voices!
How far away are we at this point? We're about like a day's worth, like half a
Yeah.
day.
Yeah,
Okay.
half a day.
At slow pace?
If we're like,
At your slow pace, yes.
So if we haul ass, can we get there in half a day?
Slow pace, you'll get there in half a day. Hauling us, you'll get there like within the next 2 hours. And by hauling us, I mean you're like dead sprinting.
Do we want a dead sprint?
kind of curious to see what that sending stone is sending us, or where it may send us on our way.
Okay.
What was that, Synth? You got kind of quiet there.
Can someone pick me up while we're sprinting?
We're out of combat. I think it'll be okay.
I'm still 3 feet tall.
We're out of combat. It should be fine.
Should I
No.
wild shape into a horse?
Are you
No,
gonna
can
use
we
a
just
wild
do
shape
that?
charge for that?
Yeah, I don't know if you want me to use a wild shape
Probably
charge.
not.
No, I'm just joking. I'm joking.
Nay, I don't think we should.
Shut up.
If you want Priscilla to sprint for 2 hours while carrying their entire backpack and another person and their little robot, I think not. You are
What happens if I
insane.
carried?
I think I can
You are
carry
not going to, you
Phoebe.
strength boy.
I can carry the robots.
You sure that wouldn't slow you down too much?
No, it would.
But
Yeah,
okay,
that's fine.
we'll say that even though Adani's lagging behind and BB-8 is like desperately behind Adani, you can all dead sprint your way to Bripton, and you leave the vicinity of the forest to come to the town. Now, the town is very small. It's very small, but you approach it from the north side. And you're coming from the... For those of you familiar with the town, you're coming from this section called Riven's Way. Destiny players, do not be afraid. It's not that Riven. But
Mhm.
you're coming from this section of the town called Riven's Way, and it is just like you see it. Those of you who have been here before and remember, you do see a lot of the cone-shaped roofings everywhere, and that it is like relatively dilapidated, but still fairly populated. There are people walking about, and you hear like idle conversation. There's a lot of people that look at you strangely, like the guards that are standing on the edge of the road look at you very strangely. And they're just like wondering why you're here and
Why we
just
were
like
running.
yeah, like why you were at a dead sprint to get here. but by and large, they're just sort of like unbothered by you. But yeah, on the whole, it looks relatively peaceful. You can see all the little gardens that people have, but for those of you who have been here before, it's strange. The gardens that you once knew were full of lush herbs and were filled to the brim with anything and everything that you could need for an alchemical reagent. They're wilting. And some of them look like they're so dried up that they've not seen a lick of water for days. But you see some people desperately trying to water their gardens, even though it looks to be futile if you look around to all the other ones and you see that they are just dried up husks of what they should have been. Some still will go out of their way and collect the dried up herbs, but as soon as they like try and pick up some of the leaves or like break off some of the branches, it just crumbles into ash.
Fuck it, yeah. I want to walk up to one of the residents and ask, what happened here? I know the last time I was in the city, like, this used to be a very green place. Like, what happened to your guys' crops? Your plants, your herbs?
We don't really know. This has been going on for months at this point.
Months?
Months.
Can Adani use her detect magic on the area?
Sure.
Where
You can roll Arcana with advantage because of detect magic.
Why isn't it rolling? There it is.
Okay. You don't know the cause. There is something strangely magical happening. You don't know what. But there is a lot of magic here. Everything from like enchanted objects to enchanted weapons to the various, like every house seems to have a ward to repel people from entering. Some of the storefronts with your detect magic, and you can see like glowing sigils on the doors. Most of them are to just like inform of people passing through the doors, but some are also as like arcane locks and stuff. This is definitely a city that should be more alive than it is. And though you can see people milling about, and even they themselves carry magic with them in every capacity, you notice that they are slower. And you don't know why. What is affecting them is not magical, but the root cause you think might be.
Okay. Adani talks to the rest of the party with her findings and informs them that she senses magic somewhere and that could be the cause.
God. City's not big, but it's also not exactly. Actually, you still have that calling stone, right?
Sending stone.
Oh, I guess they wouldn't really. Sending stone, sorry. I guess they wouldn't really. If they knew something would be. It's not repeating the message anymore, is it?
Mm-mm.
No. Okay.
It hasn't been since the The
Yeah.
slow looming message of you must come to Bripton.
Have I noticed
Uh,
any druidic messages?
Not where you're at. So the part of the village that you're at is still very much like the outskirts. So you haven't gone further into too much further in, I should say,
Okay.
to see what you can see. But another pop-up is coming. Bum, 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 bum. And if you scroll down a bit to Bripton, those of you familiar, you should be able to see what those few landmarks are on the map. But yeah, so where you're at, you're still very much at the entrance, but you're close-ish to the tavern.
Probably
Or were
wouldn't
you
be a
gonna
bad
say
idea.
ice?
Nah, I honestly don't remember at this point.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's not your fault. My brain just kind of lost track. If anything, we should probably go to the tavern and see if the keep knows of anything. Maybe if like the birds flying south, or just generally grab information.
Oh, I should quickly let you guys know all the birds are missing, but it seems more like they're fleeing something. So something's going on.
Birds are flying away from whatever the heck it is. The crops
Yeah,
here
they're
are
all
dying.
cool.
But like, could be coincidence. Could be not.
So wait, this out of character, but this is all happening. Well, so not the bird part. Do we know when the bird thing started happening?
You know that the bird folk started to leave Embassy, according to Margot, as soon as you guys got to Rivenwall City.
Okay, and that did not take us a whole couple of months.
No.
that happened in 24 hours.
Where are we
Yep.
currently in Bripton? Are we by Ravensway?
Yes.
Yeah, by the tavern.
Okay, I think it'd be best to drop by the tavern first and get some information. Before we
The
go.
Do not-
character.
Yes.
It's just you said it was just us who are familiar with Ripton who have the information in the world as you know it.
Yes. Correct.
Okay. I second what Vera is saying. If the tavern keep does not have the answers, perhaps the chief is hanging out alongside her.
Okay. So you guys can make your way to the tavern, but can I get everybody to roll perception?
Out of
You
my
can't
way, world
surprise
as you know it.
me.
You can close it now.
Go. Perception. Don't fuck me. Too late.
Touchy. Oh no, Galerin.
He sees nothing.
He sees nothing. Nothing. Emperor, Adani, Galerin, you guys are just happily, uncomfortably walking through the city, or not the city, the village towards the tavern as indicated by Ianfer and Priscilla. As for Vera, Priscilla, and Coley, as you guys are walking, because you're still walking together, You start to notice that things are more odd than you first thought. A lot of people in this village, as you're passing by, will just like glance at you, but you notice that they sort of do it in a very sluggish manner. Like their eyes take a long time to move towards your direction, and their head follows as though it's lagging behind. The conversations are had in very slow, monotone, almost drowsy voices, and it's very unusual given that it's like nearly midday. This should be the time that a village like this is the most alive, even with the weird, rotting, dead, dying herb gardens that they all seem to have.
Bro.
But the fact that they're slow and tired and sleepy is definitely weird, and you don't know why it is so.
Are they turning into slugs like Junji Ito style?
They don't seem to be turning into anything. You just know that they are like very slow. Coley, you and Priscilla will know that they just all seem really tired. But like everybody seems tired. There's not very few people seem actually like alive and like a person with a brain, but everybody else is just like exhausted as though they haven't been able to sleep.
They just like me for real, for real.
But yeah, you make your way through the village. It's only like a handful of feet towards the inn, and it's this like old brick and timber building that's like very wide, and just before the door there's this little sign that says the Burning Horde, and it opens up and you hear the little ting-a-ling-a-ling as the door opens, and you notice as soon as you all start walking in that every head turns towards you. It's slow still and very tired, and it's not in the most creepy way, but it definitely is just like all of them taking their time to slowly notice your existence. And as soon as a couple of them have registered that you're strangers, they'll look away. But there's two people that continue to stare at you. One of them is a very tall, very broad, half-orc woman. And the other one is just this figure in a hood. And those two maintain their gazes on you as you stand in the entryway. And I think that's where we'll end the session.
Oh, no one-liner from the people staring at us before we end.
No, they simply stare and watch. And they wait for your approach. But yeah, that's where we'll end the session.
Where's the combat?
Yay.
I want combat.